Yep. Assalamualaikum. If you guys just joining, it's Nyla, Coach Nyla.
And I'm Coach Fatimah.
And this is the part 2 of our discussion. The Outstanding Personal Relationships presents the Muslimah Influencer Summit 2020. Woo. Yes, we just got finished. I can't talk today, guys. We just finished watching Aliyah Kabir. Oh my gosh.
She was incredible.
So awesome information. Yeah. So yes, make sure you guys chime in. Where are you watching from? All that other good stuff. And what did you guys like best about or what stood out to you about the training, the interview, all that other good stuff? One of my favorite things was she talked about the support system.
Yes.
She really broke down the support system.
And who you can be supported by.
Yes. It was so good because a lot of times we think we got to do everything.
Yeah.
We got to think we have to do everything by ourselves, for everybody else and everything. And then we get that burnout. And I liked when she brought attention to what it looks like, what burnout looks like for her. And not only what burnout looks like for her, how she said, you know what, I'm not going to do this anymore.
Yeah, knowing your boundaries.
She's like, I look at my calendar and like, oh, no, cut that out.
Cancel things. Yeah, she was talking about canceling things and knowing the importance of your boundaries.
Yeah.
And having some boundaries.
I love it. That was some awesome, great information. So, what type of things do you do when it comes to, the self-care? I know we talked about self-care being very important. We've seen some comments that were saying, yes, self-care is important. A support system is very important. And that was a thing of mine when it came to self-care. I would make it like an event, like this whole thing. I still do that. Like my whole thing is like, I don't do enough self-care because I create a big event around what it's supposed to look like. So
I agree.
So my thing is, it's like, okay, what other ways can, you deal with self-care, or you can do self-care. So let us know what are your tips and your ideas and what self-care looks to you and what do you do for self-care, because it definitely is very important to do that.
Yeah, not compare your self-care to someone else's self-care is important. My self-care might be eating a cupcake.
Yeah.
Not taking a big old bath or something. Yeah. Just enjoying a moment of just being by myself, eating a cake.
Yeah. And hey, I'll eat a cake.
You can hold a pizza. Hold up a pizza.
Oh, you're so cute to me.
See,
it's different. Ramadan right now because I'm fasting. That's why I need to. That's another reason why I need to fast, because I've been stuffing my face with a cake or something.
Fried chicken in the bed.
But I thought it was like an amazing, really funny about my circle. People who I allow in my space. And it came, and we're like that. When I let me know if you like that, because I'm the type of person that when it comes down to it, I used to be a person that was just like, oh, I love everybody, and hey, let me trust you with this and be friends. Hey, everybody like me because I'm really nice, and just think that everybody else, is like that too. And I've been told so many times, everybody's not like you. Everybody's not like you. So
it's rare.
So the thing is that you get hurt so many times by people who you are entrusting that information to, or things with that you shouldn't.
They use it against you.
Right, that you shouldn't. And that's why I love what Aliyah had to say, because she gave some good tips on what these people, the people that should be in your life, what they should look like. Yep. The people who you shouldn't entrust your stuff to, what they look like as well. Yeah, that was really good stuff, because I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I remember, if I can look back on it, hindsight being 2020, so looking at that, seeing that vision, that I understood that, oh man, of course I shouldn't have let this person in my life, or I shouldn't let this not even about just letting them in their life, but about allowing them access to so much information or information that's so
Right,
close to you or
right,
anything
right,
like that,
right.
because it's like, oh yeah, if you were really opening your eyes and seeing, them for what they were instead of what you wanted them to be,
Yeah.
you would have realized that too. So we got to be careful with who we allow in our very intimate circle, and who we allow, who we,
Access to us.
yeah, who we consider our support system. Are they really people that support you?
Yeah.
I like what you was talking about the husband, right? When it's like, oh, he just wants to rock my nerves.
Yeah. And then her friend said,
okay, yeah, get
don't
that.
you have to, won't he be in there? Don't you have to
You gotta cook.
put you back on, refocus you and say, okay, I know you're upset, but let's get back on task. And it's she was talking about recognizing the disciplines in your life, and like the boundaries that you have to have, of course, but recognizing the discipline that you have to have in your life, and you're not going to be able to make it to every event, every party,
right?
Every meet up, every luncheon. That was
really
so
good.
powerful, because a lot of times we don't allow ourselves permission to say no to different things that we need to be saying no to. We can support them, but we're not going to be able to go to everything, because we have to prioritize our different things in our own life and be disciplined. Yeah.
It was like yes so fast to everything. And then it was something I think I remember about that, like saying yes, and then you have to backtrack or either force yourself into a place where you feel guilty if you don't go.
Oh, yeah.
Or you feel bad when you have to tell them that
can't make it,
or you really didn't want to go. It's like you don't have to go. You don't have to do these things if you don't want to do
obligated
it. And it actually, that's a part of self-care. For one, it's like being able to have the courage enough to say, I'm just,
I can't make it. Know your limitations.
I can't make it, or
I'm tired.
Or something. Sometimes people are like, what, it ain't even about, I may not be tired, I just don't want to go.
Don't want to go.
But being able, I still think people trust you more. It creates that trust factor. If you could just be courageous enough to be honest about how you feel about it,
right?
That part, just be like, okay, if you don't want to go, you don't want to go. Like, what? Not this one is not for me. But keep me in mind for the next one, or something else, or something like that.
And it's wise, because if you don't want to go and you go, it shows. It just shows you don't want to be there. So. Salam alaikum. Alhamdulillah. I'm glad you're loving the summit. You're loving the summit too.
Yes, we are enjoying it. So So we were talking about like our favorite parts of the interview and just different things that hit us well. What Aaliyah was saying.
Yeah.
What was one of your favorite parts, or something that stood out to you in the training or in the interview?
Let us know, everybody.
Yeah, let us know, because one of the things we were talking about the support circle, or having that strong support system. We were talking about the disciplines.
Yeah. What's great about the summit, it goes back to what Aaliyah Kabir was saying about how she had so many female mentors and women in her life that helped her.
Yes.
As she was being raised up, and coming into her womanhood. And what's so wonderful about Muslim women coming together, even if we don't have that in our family, in our community, we have that here online, with the summit being one of the first steps. And, we go live every week. But this is really an honor to be part of someone's support system if they don't have one. We come from warm and just reassuring and loving, as my co-wife's family is. So I don't have that support system. So to be in a summit with so many powerful women and very humble women is so it's so good for the soul.
Yeah,
I really love it, just on a personal level for me.
Yeah, I love it. Like I said, I think one of the reasons putting the summit together, this being the labor of love of putting this together, because it's about taking charge of your life. It's about coming back into your identity as this strong, powerful woman,
Right.
And we're not talking about, and we're going to get into it more in the summit, where it's not just about saying, oh, it's just about the women, and we don't need men to do these things. It's not that. It's not that, because we're going to talk about that later on in the summit too. And it definitely reminds me, and I talk about that later, about what Michelle Obama said. She was like, they were like, oh, you're this wonderful woman and this and that. And she's like, you know what? Thank you so much for acknowledging that. That's great. She said, however, I would not be the woman that I am today if it wasn't for the men who are in my life. So yes, this is a Muslimah Influencer Summit. Yes, we are talking about empowering women. Yes, we are talking about taking charge and control of your life as a strong, powerful woman. However, we are not negating the fact that being a strong, powerful woman doesn't. It does not take away the powerful, strong men who are in your lives, that are assisting and helping and encouraging and supporting and everything like that. Because as you've seen, we have sisters that have spoken about their husbands being this support system and being understanding, and also being a person that will be able to say, you know what, you may need to take a break from this. So also be the voice of reason. So I think that's some great stuff.
Yeah. And the men in your life include your sons and your uncles and your little cousins.
Yeah, that's what she said. It wasn't, what she said, the powerful men in my life. She said my husband, my father, and my brother.
Yep.
So yeah, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, I'm glad you guys are enjoying this summit. We are totally enjoying it. And it's like, I'm so excited. We are, of course, we want to take a break from, between speakers to talk about anything that you've learned, anything that you got from there that was very powerful or impactful from you. And then just a little bit of, some stuff about what inspired us and why we're so excited about it and all that other good stuff. And later on, we'll be speaking, but, we'll be talking about... Yeah, we're talking about polygyny, because we're co-wives, so we're going to be talking about polygyny and a lot of the ins and outs of it, and just the different misconceptions and all that other good stuff, and also the connecting the co-wife connection. Yeah. So alhamdulillah, I'm excited about that as well. I'm also excited about our next speaker that we're going to have up, which is Estella Jabril.
Rodriguez Jabril. Yes.
I am super excited about the interview. It's gonna be some great information that she puts out there. Very deep information. So you want to make sure that you have your pen, your journal, pencil, journal. Gonna be some good information. You don't want to miss it. We actually had some people who were commenting on Aaliyah's on her video, on her training. It was like, what were those names again? So we're not,
gotta be prepared.
You gotta be prepared. We're trying to tell you. We told you at the beginning, so we're gonna tell you again. Make sure you have these something to write with, something to write on, because these jewels are being dropped, and they'll be dropped for these next 2 days.
And you don't want to miss it.
So you want to make sure. And if you have not, or if you are on YouTube and you're seeing us on YouTube, you want to make sure that you are registered, because we are going to be sending out emails for every speaker, before every speaker, and it's going to also have links and information on how to connect with that speaker. So you don't want to, and they have free gifts, so you don't want to miss out on your free gifts. So if you're on YouTube and that's the only way you're viewing this, you're gonna miss out on these and on the great information, how to contact them, and your gift. Come on now, who don't want the gift? So make sure you go to outstandingpersonalrelationships.com/summit to make sure you register. Yes, you can still register for the summit right now. So make sure you do that. Yes, you can do that right now. So yes, I love her sister. I'm reading your comment, Ayana. Yes, exactly. About surrounding ourselves with sisters who are good for us.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we think that there are sometimes
go there.
The people who we think are good for us are not good for us.
And we know. So, we know. We've been
so we gotta definitely be, careful with that. It's so cool because one of my good friends, she always tells me, she's like, you know what? I know I could come to you and you are not going to steer me the wrong way because you will check me if need be. And, it's like, I just have a certain way of letting people know, but I want you to see it for yourself. And she was like, something happened and she did something and I had to let her know. I'm like, you were wrong for that. You were kind of out of order. And she was like, you supposed to be my friend. I didn't even know the person who she did it to, but I'm like, right is right, wrong is wrong. That's how I feel. I don't care how far back we go. We go back to, babies and symbol. Like, I don't care. It's going to be, you know what? You need to be right because you're tell you. Exactly. So she was like, man, I thought you were going to be on my side. No, I'm on the right side and I am on your side because I want you to be better. Yep. So she was like, so that's her whole thing. She like, if she don't want to hear what I got to say, she won't tell me. But if she knows she needs to hear what I say, she's going to connect.
Like, it's Coach Fatimah. It's not me, y'all. But
no, it's not.
Be like, it's her. I know she's talking about. No, it's not me. But that we're talking about best practices, and that's a major key. Is to have people around you that love you enough to tell you when you're wrong. And if they don't love you, they don't care what you do. But if I love you, I'm going to tell you when you're wrong. Or where you could have done something better. You don't necessarily have to be wrong. But where you could have, been your better self.
Yeah, I want somebody to do that for me. That's the thing. So
we're good at that with each other.
Yeah, it's like family. I'm treating you how I would want you to treat me for the most part. And it's crazy because people say, well, treat others how you want to be treated and things like that. But then it's like, we don't always follow that, that rule or that type of thing. But, those type of support systems, though. And like I said, and I talked about that before. If you missed it, Ayana was talking about how when it comes to support systems and we think that these people are there for us or we just want to get stuff off our chest and then to find out that these people will take some of our intimate, moments and feelings and stuff and kind of drag it in the mud. So we got to be careful. And these people actually will show their true colors. We just got to be wise enough to see it and not just be so open with it. But, and there are many amazing people out there, but one of the main things of how we can have great relationships with people is create great relationships with ourselves and be that great support system to be good to ourselves and be good to other people. Because sometimes we want good from other people and then we're not being good. We're not being good to ourselves or we're not being good to other people. So we got to, do the same, what we want for other people, we got to do the same thing, inshallah.
Make them smile.
So yeah. Okay, yeah, we were talking about Stella, and then we were trying Stella Rodriguez Jabril, some really good information. She's a clinical therapist, passionate Muslimah coach, and have some really great information to share with you guys. Oh my gosh. So yeah. Even though you're absorbing the stuff, but I've heard this over and over again, heard it from a mentor, heard it from our husband. Trust a short pencil over a long memory any day. So that type of thing where it's like, okay, I'm pretty good at remembering stuff. And seriously, I'm pretty good at remembering stuff. I can remember stuff when I was like 5 years old and all types of stuff, theme songs, everything. Way better. But there are a lot of things that I've forgotten. There's been some pertinent information. So, I got to make sure I have this. So we have ours. Make sure you guys have yours. Because if I see another comment that says, wait, could they repeat that again?
Oh, write it down.
I'm like, make sure you write it down. Make sure you are registered because you will get the information. So if you did miss anything and you want to connect with the sisters that are presenting at the summit, we have that information for you for those who have registered because we are sending these emails out and you guys will have that information. So make sure you go to outstandingpersonalrelationships.com/summit to register. And yes, you can still register now. Okay, so make sure you go there. All right, guys, in about 3 minutes, we're getting prepared for our next speaker, which is Estella Rodriguez-Jabril. Oh my gosh. You guys are in for a treat. And we can't spoil it because we can't do it justice. It's some really great information. So make sure you guys, make sure you're registered so you can get this information so you can head over there because you won't get the free gifts. You won't get the other information if you're sticking around on YouTube. It's awesome. We definitely like the conversation and the chatting, but we are going to get off of here and we are going to go and watch, her training, her interview as well. So yeah, make sure you go outstandingpersonalrelationships.com/summit. Give you guys a chance to get there in about 2 minutes or so. She will be on and we will see you in the summit, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Peace.
So excited.